Hey everyone, welcome back to Peacemaker by Adnan Habul, the channel where we dive deep into global conflicts and seek pathways to lasting peace. I'm Adnan Habul, your host. The recent escalation of conflict between Israel and Hamas has prompted an outbreak of questions and debates. As we delve into the complexities surrounding this issue, it becomes evident that the narrative extends beyond simplistic explanations. Today I will try to provide some observations and perspectives on this conflict, which is under a fragile ceasefire for the exchange of captured civilians by both sides. And according to the Israeli civilian and military authorities, the conflict will resume, unfortunately. The audience is invited to engage in a healthy debate in the comment section. This episode calls for a just and lasting peace, respecting the rights and aspirations of all parties involved. It's a plea for a meaningful discussion and diverse perspectives to pave the way for potential solutions. The first point of my overview challenges the common narrative, blaming Mossad for the alleged failure to detect the incoming terrorist attacks of 7th October 2023. I question the sudden technological leap of Hamas and suggest political motivations behind the timing of the conflict. In examining Mossad's perceived failure to detect incoming attacks, a critical eye cannot resist noticing certain details surrounding the generally accepted narrative. The undeniable capabilities of Mossad, an intelligence powerhouse, cast doubt on the notion that they could overlook developments and deployment of sophisticated weaponry by Hamas. The question arises, how could Mossad, renowned for its vigilance and control over Gaza supply routes, miss the emergence of a substantial arsenal? The logistics involved in smuggling and producing such advanced weaponry within the confined space of the Gaza Strip present a formidable challenge. Thousands of rockets, even paragliders with engines, and tons of other military hardware require not just technical ability and skills of individuals, but also a logistical backbone that seems far beyond the reach of Hamas. The skepticism deepens when considering the heavily monitored territory of Gaza. When I say monitored, I mean it's not only conducted from a distance with some binoculars or drones. The Mossad agents are highly likely infiltrated into the ranks of Hamas, without any doubt. Even the current Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu was bragging that Israel supports Hamas to weaken the unity of Palestinian authorities. The idea that Hamas could independently innovate and manufacture a vast array of weaponry in garages without external support challenges logic and sanity. It prompts us to question not the Mossad's capabilities but the narrative itself. Turning to the timing of the conflict, this insight explores the political landscape surrounding Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, as internal criticism mounted and escalated in protest by Israeli citizens, particularly regarding accusations of corruption and his attempts to seize political control over the judiciary. The eruption of violence conventionally and conveniently shifted public attention. The sudden onslaught of Hamas attacks provided Netanyahu with opportunity to project strength and determination, potentially turning the tide of public opinion in his favor. This is his hope. This perspective compels us to scrutinize whether Mossad's alleged failure aligns with the broader political calculus at play. Did the intelligence agency truly miss the security threat, or did the timing of the conflict serve a strategic purpose for internal political gains? What do you think? Please comment below. As we delve into the aftermath of the conflict, the winners and losers become apparent. Prime Minister Netanyahu may have gained politically, at least for a while, but the true losers are the innocent civilians on both sides. Those residing in the Gaza Strip became subject to retaliation for crimes they did not commit and faced dire conditions confirmed by reports from the United Nations agencies, all UN agencies. The suffering of Palestinians deprived of basic necessities like water and electricity prompts reflection on the humanitarian cost of the conflict. Allegations of war crimes and violations of international humanitarian laws by the IDF further underline the gravity of the situation. The discussion shifts from Mossad's alleged mistake to the devastating impact on civilians' lives, highlighting the urgent need to address the plight of those caught in the crossfire. In understanding the Israel-Hamas conflict, we cannot focus only on the immediacy of the recent events. A historical perspective spanning over 70 years reminds us that cheering for one side oversimplifies a deeply entrenched issue. Innocent lives continue to be lost on both sides, underscoring the futility of perpetuating a cycle of violence. The Hamas attacks on Israeli civilians did not serve the interests of Palestinians. On the contrary, the ultimate goal should be a just and lasting peace that respects the rights and aspirations of all parties involved. Reviving the idea of two states becomes essential to prevent further bloodshed and foster a path towards reconciliation. The complexity of the Israel-Hamas conflict necessitates an open dialogue that exceeds simplistic narratives. Not all Palestinians support or are involved in Hamas activities, just as not all Israelis endorse every action of their government. Recognizing the diversity within these populations is crucial for fostering meaningful discussions. My invitation to engage in a healthy debate emphasizes the need for understanding the root cause of the conflict. This insight serves as a call to transcend polarized perspectives, acknowledging the fears and concerns of individuals on both sides. The goal is to build bridges through dialogue and exchange, paving the way for a more nuanced understanding of this enduring conflict. Thank you very much for being with us, and until next time, goodbye. This is Adnan Habul.